Type zeros in the chat, please. Now, here I have the fair value gap, okay? Let's go now deeper in this analysis. We have this high here, which is one of important level that happened yesterday during the New York session, because all this move that you see here started in London. This reversal stopped here in New York around 1 p.m. and then we had the drop that created the yesterday's low. Then the creation of yesterday's low give us a target, but this level being swept, okay, is a good sign because price respected the 50% of the range from there, okay, because we saw it yesterday's high and yesterday's low. Price came inside. Yeah, you can take on Cloud Trader US 500. Just look for the instrument, okay. This here, oh, okay, you should look for it. You should look for it because there are US. Let me show you here. Let me show you real quick. Sorry, he's asked a question. It's very important to show you guys. You see here, this is gold, this is silver, this is gold, this is gold that took yesterday. This is crypto. This is I'm looking for US 500 that Thai pips took. Yeah, you see here, this is German 30. Okay, all these instruments you can find them on Novice account. Okay, you just need to look where you find your instrument. Okay, yeah, it's S&P 500. S&P? Yeah, it's SP 500.
S&P, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's S&P.
Yeah. Somebody's drawing on my screen. Yeah, I would like to see your drawings, but not on my screen. Okay, guys.
Not me.
No, I know it's not you. Okay, so guys, okay, let's go again. Now, I did not lock everything, so sometimes it allows you to do some stuff, but just don't draw with this yellow line here. It's disturbing. Okay, now let's go on M15 and M5. We see how this high and this low has been respected. Price has created this move here inside of our range. Okay, guys, this pullback stopped exactly on this fair value gap. So now I need to go deeper and see what's happening there. I will drop on, yeah, it's SPX 500. I will go on inside this candle here and show you. If you look at this, okay, you can see how price is reversing, but we don't have the reversal confirmed yet, so we don't take the trade. Why? Because we don't know if this is the highest point of the day. Imagine today another candle forms and continue higher. You will be wrong. Why? Because you did not wait for the break of the market so you can have your market structure shift. Always wait for the market structure shift, and then from the market structure shift you will see what zone will be left here, and you can take the trade. But let's go back again. Okay, now I'm trying to show you guys so you can see. After we had this big move here, let me show you. After we had this big move, you can see how the day started. Look at this big box that formed since we started the day. You see? This is a big box, okay? This is a consolidation. This is just price building up. It's a build up, okay? And we don't know exactly where the market will go from here. But when you drop on a lower time frame, you can also see another build up here. But you see how price manipulated this one, because time is fractal. On the lower time frame, you could have a trade, but that trade will be invalidated as soon as price will move in the higher time frame. That's why I told you last time, you should know what to expect. Are you targeting a 1 hour candle, H4 candle, a daily candle, or let's call this a daily movement or daily price action or a daily expansion, whatever you call it, but whatever you're targeting, is it related to daily time frame or is it related to 1 hour time frame? Okay, so here the price is playing inside this fair value gap. I'm gonna drop on 1 minute and I will see what I have here. I don't have any reversal yet. Do you see that? Inside here, what price did, it came from this zone, created a higher high, and now it's trying to create another one. Until I see a break here, I could not expect a sell. I'm waiting for a break, and from that break, I can see myself anticipate a sell, okay? Because here, on the higher time frame, we already will have one. On the lower time frame, we need to add another one. When we have another one on the lower time frame after a sweep on the higher time frame, we have a double confirmation. Okay, I will teach you also how to anticipate the reversal with what you call a divergence, but that will be for the next day because I will teach you with the PD arrays at the same time. If you look at NASDAQ right now, what NASDAQ is doing, because NASDAQ and S&P 500 are correlated. I will show you here. Let me just see it. Yeah, I'll take here. I'm on M5. Let's go on NASDAQ too. On M5. Where is my second? Okay. Okay, let's go now here. M5 also. What do you see here? Is everything exactly the same? NASDAQ is here. S&P 500 is here. We're seeing S&P 500. Okay, where we were here. You remember our price action, right? The one that we are looking at right now. What price is doing right now, you can anticipate reversals, and you could also invalidate direction and moves if you use your divergence right. What price did here? We swept these highs. Yeah, same thing here. You see, happened here too. Okay, but this one swept before. So this one is okay. The direction is correct here. Now let's go here. I see a divergence. Where? Let's zoom in and see. You can see how price is creating lower lows on S&P SPX 500, but is not creating lower lows on NASDAQ. It's creating higher highs. So it's trying to continue higher. If you look at the swing as lines, you will see the divergence. You see it? Look at this one. From the same, when my mouse is moving here, my cursor is moving here, you could see it on the other asset too. So I want you to see here as a move, and then here as the same move, divergence. Okay, here is a move. Look at here, divergence. This is showing that S&P 500, SPX 500 is weaker than NASDAQ, because NASDAQ is trying to go higher, but this one cannot. That's why when you go on, let's go back on the candle view. That's why NASDAQ took out liquidity even earlier during London, and here we couldn't. Okay, so it's a good thing that we are trying to sell, because NASDAQ is the stronger pair, we are not trying to buy, we take the sell on the weaker pair, okay, the weaker instrument. I will show you how to use it later, but that was just a quick explanation on how you can use divergence to validate a reversal. So I'm expecting to see a reversal at some point here. I don't know if it will go higher or it will drop lower, but if I use my daily bias, I know that we closed this day bearish, and all this is just pullback. Whatever price do, I have my convictions, okay? I know price is going back inside the range to create confusion, so everyone will start buying so they can sell, okay? So the smart money will sell. That's what I'm waiting for here. I'm waiting for price to break a structure on a lower time frame and give me that formation confirmed as the highest point of the day. If this one is not confirmed yet, I'm not gonna take any trade. You see, we had one sweep here at 10:30. We broke lower, and from here we are waiting for price to drop. If someone else came around one, let me show you here. If it came around one, around 10:30, here you could have found a change in the state of delivery, and you could have taken the sell after this close, okay? And now it could already be made like, it could have done like 2R, and is out already, like I did yesterday on GBP USD. I don't know if I can grab it here. Is it visible? Yeah, yesterday I took a trade on GBP USD in 1 minute. You see, it was just one 15-minute candle, like one big 15-minute candle, and I was already here. I was touching already my liquidity, okay? And after 1-2, because that was my initial target, this was just something I was trying to get more, but my initial target is the liquidity here. And how did I get this? Remember, like I told you, I know the direction. Why? Because on the higher time frame, I already see this as a sweep, and this bearish move, which is the last down closing candles, they have been engulfed by the movement of the price. So I was expecting to see a buy. Then I dropped on M5. When I went on M5, what did I see? I saw another sweep on M5. So I focused on that one, okay? I went on M1 and I looked for a market structure shift, like I told you. And what did the price give me? Price gave me a fair value gap here. You see? And from this fair value gap, I took a trade. It lasted from 2:30 to 2:45. 15 minutes, one trade. You see? But this is when I go on a lower time frame. So for today, I'm waiting to see a reversal here, confirming that we have the highest point of the day, and from there I can take a trade. Okay? Just be ready. You see here, if we sold on this fair value gap without confirmation, right now we will be all complaining about what price coming to our stop loss to take us out, and that would be very foolish, because we need to see a confirmation first before we take any trade. Okay? And sometimes when price reverse in the same direction, okay, it can come and take everyone out. Now it's the PM session. Remember the names we gave the moves, okay? It's the TF, the traffic jam, happening right now, okay? Maybe price will come and take us out here, or maybe price is just pulling inside of this sell zone, which is a supply zone. Okay, when you know the supply zone, the imbalance or inverted fair value gap or fair value gap, and the breaker, you will not be surprised when price break your fair value gap. Until it reaches my highest point here, this bias is still correct for me. Okay, all I want to see is a market structure shift, and I have the last up closing candles going here. Okay, I have this here. That could be where price will show me the direction. Okay, that could be my change in direction, change in state of delivery, or market structure shift. You can call it as you want. It all means the same thing. Okay, market structure shift. So here, remember what I told you. When does the market created the highest or lowest point of the day will set you, will give you the rhythm or the timing on when you should enter or expect anything. Because you remember, market opens, create a low, then go create a high and closes. All you want to do is inside the open and that low here, you should find your confirmations, and before the highest point form, you should take from here, you should find somewhere to enter so you can catch all this move. Okay, sometimes the market doesn't move. It can give you a good confirmation and then it stays somewhere here and then continue tomorrow. You must understand that the market doesn't owe you nothing, and every concept we have is a probability to see it work or not. Okay, that's how you should be. You should understand the market plays out here on. Yeah, I don't see any reversal. I don't take any trade. Okay, and if it breaks my highest point and then I see price doesn't do anything, then I will study what if the price was doing the opposite now. Okay, but what I know is today we have a very big important news coming. Market can just stay there playing around. It gives you confirmation to the downside and then come and give you confirmation to the upside and then come to the downside again. This is just seek and destroy situation where you try to enter and then it take you out. We try to enter and take you out. That's why you should wait for confirmation, and before news, never target very far. Just take a quick scalp and get out of the market. Never be in the market when the FOMC is happening. Okay, guys, I really want you to understand that. We can check, I can really quickly check the US. Yeah, let's see here. What do we have here? Let's do the analysis, okay? The complete analysis together here. We go on the daily time frame real quick. What do we have? What did we have yesterday? Yesterday we closed in a breakout. Okay, are we in a zone where we should think about reversing? Okay, first of all, the direction is dropping. Okay, that's a bearish market. So I need to see if I have an imbalance or a supply zone. First of all, this could be a supply zone, right? Because it's the last up closing series of candle before the market's breakout structure. Remember market structure? This was a break. This was the highest point, and this is now the lowest point. Okay, and if you know that, then it means you know that this is our premium zone and we need to sell inside our premium zone. But look at what the market is doing. That is only 1, 2, 3 candles. Could be an expansion ending. Why? Because we are inside premium zone, touching a fair value gap inside the daily candle. I can call this the internal range liquidity or internal range point of interest, so it's easier for you to understand that this zone is on a higher time frame. So we have this, okay, on a daily, right? We come here daily candle. You have the daily structure. Now focus on daily candle. What did the price do? The price closed in breakout. We close in breakout, right? After closing in breakout, price is playing around inside this fair value gap and it's been rejected once. If we drop on a lower time frame, we are trying to profile what is the type of day that we are having today. I'm going to drop on 1 hour, try to profile the day. Remember what I told you? How do you start when you want to profile a day? You take your big red line and mark it as when the market opened, and you call it opening price. Okay, we can call this opening price so we know it's opening. It's the opening price. Let's mark this as big as we can. We have opening here. So see, okay, what did price do? During Asia, price came, swept liquidity on the daily. On the previous day, we respected this structure. Remember market structure? I showed you market structure. If you really want to understand market structure, you can ask me for the link. I will send you the lessons that we had about market structure. It respected this market structure, okay, and created a reversal before taking this out. This is dangerous. Why? Because we have lows that are almost equal, okay, and that could bring price lower. But what price did just confirmed that we want to go higher, okay? So after this break of structure here, we are on 1 hour. You can come on M15 and look for something that will give you confirmation about what is happening. Now, if you drop on M15, you go back in the past. Remember how the day formed is very important. So we had this high created, okay? And from this high, we can see how market tried to break and then failed. So this is considered a sweep of liquidity. Why? Because we are playing around a demand zone. This is a M15 demand zone, okay? Baz indicator will show you this easily. So when you have this price sweeping liquidity inside, all I want to see is a market structure shift, okay? This market structure shift, when it happened, it means when the price closed above here, all I want to see now is either price will come back inside this fair value gap, or price will come and retest a breaker that I have here. But I will show you how to enter on a lower time frame later. So here, after this, price continue higher. Remember, subdivision of hours. So this is 7 a.m. here. We have 7 a.m. here. I need to bring this so you can see where. Okay, you see where? This is 7 a.m. Look at what price did. Price opened. You are expecting a bullish move, so you know as soon as price break this level, we opened here. That's where our hour opened, the 8 a.m. candle. When it started and it came and created this low here with this big bearish candle, giving us on M5 another change in the state of delivery or market structure shift or change of character. You can call it as you want, but I love market structure shift because we're talking about the structure, okay? And inside that, I have a fair value gap. Do you see how price came just to tap it here and then give you the trade, okay? Because at that point, you already see what price is doing. This bearish candle has been engulfed. You can drop even lower. You can drop even lower and you will find some stuff, okay? After this change in the state of delivery on 1 minute, after price closing here, price came back. It came back toward what? This level here and took us something. And after this, you could have taken also your entry from the breaker or the inverted fair value gap, but this one is very close. Okay, and from there on 1 minute, one trade could have made all this profit. You protect right below this or below your zone, depends on your risk appetite, and then you target. Let's go back on our 1 hour. Remember, we had all this internal range marked before. Okay, so when you see this, it's just one trade, but it happened during London session. Why? Because you are trading USD CHF. You must also understand that the instrument that you're trading must be relevant to the time that you expect it to move. Okay, this is how you catch the 1 minute trade that I do all the time. Like here was a 1 minute, this is a 1 minute. Now let's go back to our US S&P 500 and see if it gave us something. If it did not, we are going to close the call very soon and wait to see what price would give us. S&P 500, let's go back. Okay, so on M15, what do we have? I have my supply zone. Okay, this supply zone is in the right zone. Why? Because we are inside our discount area. We're above our discount area. It's inside our premium, okay, at equilibrium level. And from there, we could expect to take a sell because it's the right zone for that. But now, when we drop on M5, we should see a market structure shift. Did we see one? I'm going to delete this fair value gap. I'm going to take all these indicators that I used to explain you guys. Take it off. We have a high here. We have a low here. Okay. But the market structure shift should be here. If we see a break here, like this, we still have 5 more minutes. We're gonna see what candle will give us this. We should expect to see a fair value gap or something here inside. I don't want to send this trade in the community. Why? Because it's a quick scalp, and if somebody enters late, they can be swept out with the liquidity that's going to enter from the market. And I also want to know that all of you are not in a trade during the FOMC news that's come at 10 p.m. So the day will be very choppy and small volatility will happen. So the lower time frame will be going back and forth. Why? Because we are waiting for the big move, and then you will see at FOMC you will have the big move. But for now, we are trying to anticipate this reversal inside this supply zone, and we can take a sell targeting this low or this liquidity target here. You see, some people that are very risk tolerant, they can already take a sell here with a sell stop targeting this or this. You can also add more. If we grab this fair value gap, you can add more stop loss. Okay, you can have a buffer. But this trade is dangerous because price can do this and take you out. Okay, that's why I want to see the confirmation first. Always love the confirmation. It will help you take the good decisions. Okay, don't rush your trading. Don't expect market to do whatever you think just because you entered. Wait for the confirmation. On 1 minute, price is now trying to give us something here. On 1 minute, what do we have? Let me mark it for you guys. You have this level. You see, it's equal. These lines here, let me show you. This one, I have this one, and I also have this one here. This is equal highs created. Okay, now I have a gap, one going up, another one going down. That could mean something or also could not mean something. Not every detail on the market is our put our interest in. So you should focus only on what you know and your confirmations. So we are inside of a supply zone. Okay, we are inside of a supply zone. We have the equal highs here formed before time rotation, before 12:30. Now we are around 33 or 34, I don't know, 33. Yeah, we are waiting for price to create a change in state of delivery. Just know that if I take this as my change in state of delivery, it's the lower time frame, and if price reject this level, I can be stopped out. That's why I'm waiting for the change in a state of delivery on M5, so I can trade inside of a M15 supply zone. Okay, and when I have that, I can target this level of liquidity, which is the previous day's low. You see, this is the previous day's low. I need to show you the session breaks so you see where the day started. You see the day started here on this line here. So this is our previous day's low, but price is not giving us a reversal yet. I'm trying to see if it will. We still have what, 3 minutes, and from there we can close the call. But I really want you to understand this, how to profile your day. Ask yourself this question: at what time the market created the highest lowest point? Okay, did it create already or not? Okay, and on GBP USD right now, this is what we marked in the beginning of the week. Remember, we had this drop, price is dropping. Okay, it broke out of this range, but we dropped inside the demand zone. This demand zone is a daily demand zone. You see, daily demand zone here. We are inside a daily demand zone, but price is not showing any weakness to stop the sell. Okay, so there's big strength in sales. So I'm trying to expect to see price continue higher, but now this could also be a reversal. Why? Because as soon as price will break this with FOMC news, it can go up again. Why? Because we took the previous weekly low. That could be a manipulation, and we could close this day bullish because we started here. We can come and close it here. Okay, then tomorrow we respect this range and continue higher. This could be the scenario on GBP USD after the FOMC. Also, it could be price will come in this zone, take it here and drop from there and continue lower, where I don't know, but that could just mean that we have another target somewhere down here. It'll be here. Okay, we need to see how price will play out right after the news. And I know today after the news, I will have a clear bias about the direction of the rest of the week, and I will give you a signal. So don't rush or don't feel impatient because we don't take a trade here. And whatever happens here, I will send it so I can say for those who are in the call, now you can see what price is doing here. Okay, so I think the entry is not happening now. Price is still chopping down, and the call will end in 1 minute. So thank you to everyone. Just DM me if you have any question. Let's meet in the next call on Sunday, but I will send signals. Okay, guys, thank you everyone. Bye, have a great day. I will send explanation if we have something here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
All right,
everyone. Thank you everyone for your time. Thank you very much, guys. Okay. Okay, good. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.